Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the DBMS series. So in the last couple of lectures we discussed more on normalization, types of normalization and much more things. In this particular video we would be learning about one type of normal form, that is first normal form. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now before starting with first normal form, let's just revise about normalization. So consider that there is a table. Now table would be having some rows as well as columns. There could be a possibility that some of the rows have duplicate values, or there could be a possibility that some of the columns also have duplicate values. So from this we can conclude that there are two levels of duplicacy. First is a row level duplicacy and second is a column level duplicacy in a given table. Now row level duplicacy can be eliminated using primary key. Primary key makes sure that there is a unique identifier which uniquely identify each row in a given table. So we can eliminate the row level duplicacy using primary key. Now coming to the column level duplicacy. So column level duplicacy is not eliminated using primary key. So what we do is we divide the table into two or more tables so that the column level duplicacy is reduced, and this is what normalization is. So normalization is basically division of a given table into two or more subtables so that we can reduce the data duplicacy, or you can say data redundancy, and also maintain the data consistency along all the tables. Now coming to the first normal form. So first normal form is the first step in the normalization process which help us to reduce the data redundancy. As I told that normalization is oftenly used to reduce the data redundancy, or you can say data duplicacy, and first normal form is the first step in the normalization process which help us to achieve that. Now what it says is every table should have atomic values, that is there shouldn't be any multi-valued attributes which is present in a table. Now what is this multi-valued attribute? So consider that there is an attribute or a column phone number. Now one given person can have multiple phone numbers, like I can also have 2 phone numbers or 3 phone numbers. So we can say that phone number can have multiple values. So we can say a given attribute, whenever it holds multiple values, that is a multi-valued attribute. So to ensure that a given table is in first normal form, these are some set of rules a given table should follow. So the first rule is atomicity, which says that attribute should always have single value. That is, there shouldn't be any multi-valued attribute which is present in our table. If in our table there is a multi-valued attribute, we can say that our table is not in first normal form. Now coming to the second set of rule, that is uniqueness of rows. So we should always make sure that each row should be uniquely identifiable. That is, there should be a primary key which should exist in a table so that there is a unique identification key in our table. Now let's see about each and every set of rule, and let's see that if in a given table, if it's not in first normal form, how we can make the given table in first normal form. So the first rule was atomicity. It says that each column should contain only indivisible atomic values, meaning each attribute should hold only a single value. There shouldn't be any attribute which should be holding multiple values. So here we can see that there is a table in which we are having columns as ID, person name and order, and here we can say that ID is having single values, person name is also having single values, but when we see the order column, we can say that there are multiple values which is present in the order column for a given person. So we can say that order is a multi-valued attribute because order is having multiple values. So we can say that this particular table is not in first normal form since it is having a multi-valued attribute. Now let's see that how we can achieve atomicity, or how we can make sure that our table is in first normal form. So there are 3 ways in which we can make a table in first normal form. So the first approach is, what we can do is, if there is a multi-valued attribute, we can repeat the other attributes twice or thrice depending on the values which is present in the multi-valued attribute, so that attribute can hold only single value. So here what we can do is, we can repeat the values in the ID and person name column twice, since we can see that there are 2 values for order for some of the entries. So we can repeat it twice to store single value of the multi-valued attribute order. So what we we will do here is we will write down all the columns or all the attributes which is present in our table, and then we will see that which is the multi-valued attribute. We will leave that particular attribute, and apart from that attribute, all the attributes which are present, we will repeat according to the values which is present in our multi-valued attribute. So here you can see that for Raj there are 2 orders. So we will repeat one Raj twice so that we can have single value for this particular order column. So first we will write one Raj, and then we will write the first order, that is muffin, and then we will write one Raj and then the second order, that is sugar. Same we will do for Riti, but since Riti is only having a single order, so we will write Riti only for once, 2 Riti muffin, and then Rahul is also having 2 orders, so we will write 3 Rahul sugar and 3 Rahul egg. So now here we can see that this particular column order, which was earlier holding multiple values, is now only holding single values. So we can say that the multi-valued attribute is eliminated and there are only single values which is present in this table. So we can say that this particular table is in first normal form. Now what would be the primary key in this particular table? So here you can see that for a given ID, the person name is getting repeated twice. For one there is Raj, again for one there is Raj. So we can't say ID and person name would be a primary key. Let's see that if ID and order can be a primary key or not. So here you can see that there is ID 1 and then the order is muffin. Here there is ID 1 and then the order name is sugar. So here we can see that there is no repetition. So we can say that ID and order combinedly act as a primary key for this particular table. Now let's see the second approach. So in the second approach, what we can do is we can make new columns for each multi-value which is present. So consider here the order is having at max 2 values. So what we can do is we can make different columns. First we can make it as order 1 and second we can make it as order 2 so that it can store all the values which is present in order. So we will make the table as ID, person name, then we will make the column as order 1 and then second column as order 2. So we will just fill the data. So for one Raj there is one time muffin and the order 2 is sugar. So we will fill one Raj muffin sugar. Then coming to Riti, so for Riti there is only one order. So in order 1 we will fill muffin. But since there is no order 2 or there are no 2 orders, we will be filling value as null. Null basically means empty. Now coming to the third, for Rahul there are also 2 orders. So for the first order we will be entering sugar and for the second order we will be entering egg. In this approach, if you see, according to the values which is present in the order, we are making new columns. But consider that if there are 9 orders which are present, would you be making 9 order column, order 1, order 2 till order 9? That is not a feasible case because for each and every order you need to fill null as a value for Riti. There could be more person in this particular table who are having only one order. So for them also you need to fill null. So this is not an approach which is always suggested, but since you can see that this particular table there is no multi-valued attribute, so we can say that it has converted the table into first normal form, but this is not a suggested approach. Now coming to the primary key of this particular table, so we can see that ID is something which is unique for each and every order, each and every person. So the ID would be acting as a primary key here. Now coming to the final approach. In final approach, what we will do is we will divide the table into 2 tables. First is the student table and second is the order table. So we'll see that order is the multi-valued attribute. So what we will do is we will divide the table into 2 tables. First table would be having ID and person name. Second table would be having order, but we need to maintain that this particular order belongs to which particular person or which particular ID. So we will be breaking it into ID as well as order. So there would be 2 tables. First is having ID and person name, second is having ID and order. So we will break the table based on the multi-valued attribute. Now here you can see that there is ID and person name, and ID is unique for each person and ID can uniquely identify each person. So we can say that ID is acting as a primary key here. And here you can see that there is a relationship which is established between 2 tables, because this particular table tells me that corresponding particular ID is having which order, and here it tells us that what is the name of a person corresponding to their ID. So we can say that there is a relationship which is established, and this ID is taking reference from this particular ID which is present here. So we can say that this is a foreign key as it is taking reference from the base table. So we have divided the table into 2 tables, base table and the referencing table. In the base table, there is a primary key which is acting as a foreign key in the referencing table. Now here you can say that order is now having only single values. It is having all the IDs which is corresponding to the given order, and this particular table has now been converted into the first normal form. So this was the last approach which we can follow, and this is kind of a best approach which we can follow because we oftenly divide the table and we can say that the data redundancy is also less. Yes, I do agree that in this particular ID column we can see some of the duplicate entries, but in this particular table we are not seeing any duplicacy, and in this particular table ID and order both are acting as a primary key. So ID and order both can together help me identify unique values, and here ID can help me identify unique values. So there is some level of duplicacy because normalization doesn't guarantee to remove the entire duplicacy, but the duplicacy is reduced in comparison to this case. So this was all about first normal form in this particular video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first, and if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. There I upload about a lot of job opportunities, lot of resources, and much more things. Till then, take care. Keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.